Good evening, this is AJ reporting for Robin's Fanatics TV, Carshalton Athletics unofficial match day vlog, and today we are back in FA Cup action. When this evening, we are facing Faversham Town at home in the first qualifying round of the FA Cup. Carshalton had a good result in the last round, obviously with the 5-1 win over fellow South East side, Whitstable Town, so hopefully we can follow that up. Faversham beat Eastbourne Town on penalties in the last round to set up a meeting with us, and hoping for a really good game, which will go into penalties if need be. As for Faversham Town didn't have a game on Saturday, so they've had a bit of a rest. We've had 2 days, they've had over a week, because they were originally supposed to have been playing Guernsey away, but unfortunately due to COVID-19 and travel restrictions, Guernsey have had to sadly pull out of the league just for this season. They hope to be back next season, but they can't make it because of the travel restrictions, so they've had to pull out, which is sad to the league. You know, I've been there, it's a nice little ground, it's a nice little trip away as well. So so Faversham will be quite fresh, because the Eastbourne Town game was the last game they played, and that would have been the Saturday before last. So so hopefully, hopefully Carshalton with our fitness, because the lads look fit, and we could be doing all right. So we've met Faversham Town in the league a few times recently, when we were in the Isthmian League South. We played them. The last game, their last visit to Carshalton Avenue was on the 9th of September. Carshalton Athletic registered a 2-1 win. Goal scorers were Mikel Miller and Raheem Sterling Parker with a lovely backheel volley. I remember it well. I think there's highlights of it still on YouTube somewhere. It's worth watching again. It was a great little goal. As far as team news is concerned, Harry Ottaway, looks like he's coming back slowly. He's kicking the ball around. He was kicking the ball around on Saturday, and and Lewis White still isn't around, so or injured. He picked up a knock in the first pre-season friendly, and I haven't seen him since, but hopefully he's recovering from that. That's it for now. I'm hoping for a good game, hoping for a Carshalton result and a win, so we can get through to the second qualifying round. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I will be back later with some good news. So until then, I'll see you later. This is AJ. Team news has just come through from tonight's fixture against Faversham Town. Archie Proctor, Ola Sugbanmu, Nyron Clunis all make starts for Carshalton Athletic this evening, with Omar, Danny Dudley, Dan Bennett being replaced. The lineup is Patrick Oman, Bobby Price, Paris Hamilton Downs, Luke Reed, Jordan Cheadle, Archie Proctor, Ola Sugbanmu, Tommy Bradford, Dave Fisher, Nyron Clunis and Kearney Samuels. And the subs bench is Omar Karoma, goalkeeper Eddie Allen, Kevin Manuel, Danny Dudley, Dan Bennett, Peter Denny and Arnold Haxu. So it's good to see that Nyron Clunis is getting a start, and as also Ola Sugbanmu. And surprised Ernie's on the bench again, but he'll come on and make a difference if he comes on later. And so that's the Carshalton Athletic team news. I will be back later with a roundup. Good evening, this is AJ reporting for Robin's Fanatics TV on tonight's FA Cup first qualifying round game between Carshalton Athletic and Faversham Town, which finished Carshalton Athletic 5, Faversham Town 0. Emphatic result for the Robins. I thought it might have been a bit of a closer game than that, but no, we come right out of it. We found ourselves 3-0 up by 15 minutes. They just couldn't deal with us. We were straight out the firing blocks. First goal came on the 6th minute. Nyron Clunis making his debut for the Robins on the right hand side of the pitch. put in a lovely cross for Dave Fisher, who headed home to make it 1-0 to the Robins. Then 5 minutes later, Carshalton Athletic went 2-0 up, and this time David Fisher was involved again. He put up a high ball, which the Faversham defence could not deal with properly, and the ball fell to Tommy Bradford, who had an easy tap in, and made it 2-0. So yeah, it was right on fire from the start. And then on 14 minutes, it was 3-0. Jordan Cheadle had a free kick on the edge of the penalty area and found Luke Reed at the back post, who put it home to make it 3-0. Wow, this was an incredible start. We thought we were looking at a good oming here, the way you started. You know, we were 7-0 at half time. That one, yeah, it didn't get that far. I mean, after the third goal, it kind of settled down a little bit. I mean, we sort of had the job done in the first 15 minutes. And so we just calmed it down, played it around a little bit. There was a couple of bookings. One which was to be very important to later on. There's Tommy Bradford had a little bit of a spat with one of their players, Aaron Ibe, and we ended up with both players getting booked. This was to be proven crucial later. But yeah, Carshalton just saw out the half. The only chance Faversham had was a free kick, which Patrick Oman easily saved and had no trouble with. But apart from that, they didn't really offer up anything. You know, Carshalton sort of hit them hard, and you know, they couldn't deal with it. So at half time, that was it. It was Carshalton Athletic 3, Faversham Town at half time. So yeah, so the second half, and within 5 minutes of the second half, it was 4-0. Nyman Clunis again involved, had a lovely, fantastic run down the right side. He found Dave Fisher, who poked it home to make it 4-0 and his second of the game. So he seemed to be on the hat trick, seemed to be going for it. He had a fantastic game, he really did. Nyman Clunis had a good game as well. But yeah, so we held on. Made a couple of changes, and then just after the hour, it was 5-0. And it was that man, Nyman Clunis, again. This time, again, he set up David Fisher, who put a defender on his arse after turning him inside out, and fired home to make it 5-0. I mean, Nyman Clunis had a little bit of great skill on the wing, found David Fisher, and you know, he dumped, like I said, he dumped the defender on his backside and put it in to make it 5-0. And it's like, wow, this is incredible. I mean, this is the first time Nyman had started for Carshalton, but the sort of Nyman Clunis, David Fisher partnership looks like it could really pay out some dividends this season. You know, they look great together. So, yeah, again, but again, after that, we kind of calmed it down a bit, sort of hoping we were being a bit kind, and didn't really trouble them too much. It wasn't, you know, we had some half chances. They fell on their backs really. They couldn't really cope with it. But then the controversial moment came quite a lot later, actually. A lovely ball over the top, found Tommy Bradford, who had beaten the winger to the ball. And we thought he's going to get bundled over here. So the defenders clattered into him. So Tommy Bradford's gone to the ground. And so the referee sort of thought, you know, he was about 40 yards away. And he eventually got there. I don't know how we could see it from where he was. But he actually, surprisingly, booked Tommy Bradford for diving. So, of course, that was his second yellow card, so it was a red card. And we were like, what? How has he seen that? He's got in front of the defender, won the ball, and was about to have a nice little run through on goal. Why would he fall over? The referee is 40, 50 yards back. How has he seen that? So he's booked him for diving. And then we were just exasperated. Like, how has he seen that? Absolute disgraceful decision. It was never, ever a dive or booking. The player clearly bundled him over, but the referee saw it differently from his faraway viewpoint. So, poor Tommy's now missing the game for being fouled himself. But, yeah, but we just had to sort of get on with it, really. I mean, luckily it didn't affect the game too much. We actually ended the game with 9 men, actually, because Carshalton Samuels was taken down in quite a late challenge. Don't think there was a booking for that one, though, funnily enough. And he had to go off injured, but we'd already made our 3 subs. So, yeah, so we actually finished the game with 9 men. But finished it we did, and the job was done anyway. So thankfully the red card didn't affect us too much. But I don't know if they can appeal against that one, being it's a second yellow. I think it's a bit dodgy, but it looked unbelievably harsh from where we were. But yeah, that's it. That's how it finished. It finished Carshalton 5, Faversham 0. So we put 10 goals past Kent sides already this season. So FA Cup draw, give us another Kent side. That'd be nice. But yeah, the second qualifying round is on the 3rd of October. I don't know when the draw is. There's quite a few games to go tomorrow and Wednesday. So whether they make it then or after or next Monday, I don't know. But yeah, it's on the 3rd of October on the Saturday again. And again, it'll just be extra time if it's a draw, no replays. Which means our home match against Horsham will now have to be rearranged. So yeah, but overall, it was a great performance from the boys. I mean, they probably could have gone and got a couple more if they really wanted to. But happy with that. I mean, like I said earlier, it's 13 goals in 3 games now. So we were worried about Kaboa and Patterson, the goal scorers, sort of not being there no more, and we seem to be sharing them out. I mean, Luke Reed scored today, Fisher with his great hat-trick, Tommy Bradford, and we're getting goals from everywhere by looks of it, so that's something to be positive about. But yeah, fantastic result. Can't be more happier for that one, apart from the red card, which was still very harsh. It was not a red card at all, but it was given, so we had to deal with it. So I'm not sure what game Tommy misses now. It's either the East Thurrock game or the next FA Cup game. I'm not sure, but it's only a 1-game ban, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, so that's it. I'm happy now to wrap this up, and my next game will be Merson versus Dunstable Town tomorrow night in the FA Cup. I don't know if I'll do a vlog for that one. I might give it a rest and just enjoy a game of football. But if not, I'll be back Saturday for Carshalton's first away game of the season, away to Margate. I can't remember a season when we've started with 3 home matches in a row. So that's good. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up now. And again, thank you for taking the time to watch this, and give us a retweet and a like and subscribe to my channel, and that would be great. But until I see you again for the Margate game, I bid you arrivederci.